Hey, so in this quick demo, we are going to take a look at the AudioNotes batch transcription feature that has recently been added. What is batch transcription? Batch transcription is a feature that lets you supply a YouTube URL and an associated description, and you can then use that to create what's called a batch transcription job. Under the hood, AudioNotes AI will then take that YouTube URL, extract the audio, generate a transcript, summarize the text, generate an abstract, and it will also identify key sentences that are discussed in the YouTube URL. Now, this might be podcasts, interviews, shows, technical talks that you are interested in. So if you're like myself, you probably are pretty time poor, and it would be helpful for you, and it's certainly been helpful for me to keep up to date with AI developments and news. So what we'll do is we will create a job, and for the purposes of the demo, we're going to use this Microsoft AI tour with Satya Nadella, where he talks about the age of AI transformation in India. So what we do is we take the URL, we simply paste it into field here, and we will just take description and paste that in. Okay, we click create job. We can see that the status gets updated to a status of created, and what that does is it tells the backend services to pick up this job for processing. It will then get submitted to additional AI services, so we can check the status of this job, and then we can get on with our day if we want, right? So we can click check status. We can see that a job has been submitted to the cloud, but processing has not yet started. So this is if we bring the video back over, this is a 2.5 hour talk. Now, the data that I have at the minute, process each hour is normally about 5 to 10 minutes. So AudioNotes will process this entire video in about, I think, 10 minutes, okay? It will then output an abstract, key sentences, and the discussion points that are discussed throughout this entire talk. So you can get the headlines, okay? We can click check status again, and we can see that the job is now running. Now, this is going to take about 10 to 15 minutes, so we'll just fast forward through the rest of the clip. We can click on check status again, and we can see that the job status has now succeeded for this Microsoft AI tour. Clicking on view summary will take us to the abstract for this particular YouTube video, and we can see that the talk discusses Microsoft 365, Copilot Studio. It goes on to discuss significant adoption rates and contributions to the field, projects being discussed like agripilot.ai. Overview talks about investments in India's infrastructure, including Azure. And down a little bit further, we've got some of the key sentences that have been discussed. So for argument's sake, there's a discussion point around the real breakthrough being the demystification of the creation of agents and making that simpler. Now, I think we can all agree that agents and agentic AI are going to be big in 2025. Furthermore, it talks about business processes in HR, self-service agents, and much more. So we can click back to dashboard, and we can see that we just got takes us back to the transcription dashboard. So that was a quick overview of batch transcription in AudioNotes. This will go live very soon. I'm personally using it to keep up to date and save me time when consuming technical content and podcast interviews that I'm interested in. You can find out more about AudioNotes and by reading the accompanying blog for this video at jamiemaguire.net.